More women than ever before are entering our criminal justice system, but Norfolk's launched a new initiative to help stem the tide. Norfolk Sheriff's Office works with a local bank to infuse soon-to-be-released inmates with a new sense of financial responsibility, and a new residential substance abuse program in Norfolk for homeless men and women is underway. The forum begins right now. According to the Department of Justice, women now represent a significant proportion of all offenders under criminal justice supervision in the United States. What is the cause of this increase, and how is this being addressed in Virginia's prisons? Janice Roach is program supervisor for Norfolk Reentry Team, and Madonna Flores is a senior probation officer and with Virginia Department of Corrections. They're joining me for a discussion about a new initiative in Norfolk that tackles this trend, and it is called the GROW Initiative. So certainly with acronyms, we need to explain to people what that means and what does GROW stand for.
Sure. GROW stands for Gender Responsive Outcomes for Women. Gender responsiveness means creating an environment that is conducive to work on women's issues and address the needs that they have specific to women. Because previously incarcerated individuals are usually men. We're used to programming towards men. But the women population is growing so much that we need to have specific programming geared towards women to address their trauma, to address life skills, to address any issues that are specific to women that we can go over with them.
Okay. This is, I don't know if refreshing is the best word to use, but it is certainly a different take. Yes. On providing services and support.
Yes, it
to
is.
Incarcerated individuals. So as a probation and parole officer, you have definitely seen the differences in what and how women may respond to certain programs and information, and how they react, how they feel.
Yes, we have. As you mentioned, the women are the fastest growing population in the criminal justice system. Currently, in the last 30 years, there has been a significant increase of women. The female prison population has increased by 800%, whereas the men population has only increased by 400% during that same time frame. In addition, the women under community supervision has also significantly increased. We've seen an increase since 1990 to 2011, where there were 481,000 women under supervision to nearly 1 million women by the end of 2011. So there's definitely a need for gender responsiveness in the criminal justice system, whether it's in the prisons, the jails, or on community supervision.
Okay. So what does this initiative involve in terms of addressing some of these things? Are there some specifics?
Yes, there are some specifics. When the Virginia Adult Reentry Initiative was adopted back in 2010, that was adopted to further the reentry practices throughout the state of Virginia, and in there it was acknowledged that gender responsive programming for females was needed. Us having that information, in addition to attending a training that was conducted by the National Institute of Corrections recently, we learned more information about women offenders and about gender responsiveness, and decided to come back to the Hampton Roads area and to further develop on that. We developed the GROW Initiative, which is a collaborative approach. And in the GROW Initiative, what we plan to do is to go out to local jails and prisons and to conduct orientations about services that are available. We conduct interviews with the women to find out what their needs may be as far as post-release, to help them better transition from incarceration. And we also sit down and talk to them about what's going on with their family circumstances. We have them to agree to participate in this initiative, and upon release, they'll be assigned to our caseloads to further work with them. In the initiative, they would agree to attend any life skills or programming that we find are necessary, and we're also in the process of establishing a women's peer support group to foster a secure environment for them to discuss any issues they may have amongst each other.
Okay, great. So this really is focusing in on the female gender, which is a significant shift.
Yes.
in thinking and also in practice.
Yeah.
I imagine the information that you do cull from these people who are voluntarily becoming involved in this will help you further advance what it is that you need to do or to make it even better.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, because male pathways into the criminal justice system are totally different than women. And women have different issues. So trauma is a big issue in their life. You know, they've had traumatic experiences that are different than men. They may have had their kids go into the foster care system. They may have had prostitution charges or sexual abuse. So if we could deal with the trauma, and we can find ways to have our community partners have or increase awareness and gender responsiveness to have women trauma groups, etc., then we'll be able to help kind of get past that stigma of that trauma, because they keep getting re-traumatized because the issue is not getting addressed.
But having the support of others that may have gone through similar or things that maybe have been traumatic too is certainly a great way to lift people up and open them up a little bit more
Right.
to change or to address something that's been very scary to them.
Right.
There is a training, I understand, coming up too that addresses this.
There is. Ms. Flores and myself, we, when we came back from the National Institute of Corrections after taking that gender responsive training, we came back, put this in place, but we also wrote a technical assistance grant. And we got approved for it last week, and SAMHSA and the Trauma Informed Care is coming down July 22nd to do a trauma training for professionals in the community.
So professionals are invited to this trauma-informed care, a change in perspective, on July 22nd, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. It will be at the Norfolk Workforce Development Center. That's 201 East Little Creek Road, Moores Corner, 664-7723. That's Janice, and you are hearing her right now, or you may email her if you want more information or to sign up. And this is, although it is trauma-informed care for people that may have been incarcerated, this really goes beyond those who have been incarcerated, does it not?
Yes, it's for any type of trauma, not just for those that have been incarcerated, but for any professional that's working in the field with substance abusers or mental health clients, criminal ex-offender clients. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's geared towards any adult and even juvenile.
Okay, great. And this is aggressive steps toward actually addressing something that has been there, the big elephant in the room, for a long time, and maybe people don't even see it anymore. But this is certainly a way to open up the eyes of people who work with the population, but also the community.
Yes, it is.
And we're hoping that we can reduce recidivism, for those going back into the incarceration,
Yes.
over and over again. If we can address their issues and get some of our community partners to help address those issues. And some of our community partners include, the Norfolk Sheriff's Office, Step Up, Incorporated, Opportunity, Inc., Goodwill, even the Up Center. So
Okay.
we have a lot of partners that we want to increase their awareness and just have more gender-specific, programming.
Okay. Well, this sounds like a great start. It's already off the ground and running,
Yes.
which is good. And phone numbers you saw on the screen are for Janice and for Madonna. If you want more information about the GROW initiative, please give them a call because they'd be more than happy to share what they know. If you're a professional that works with the population or with people who have experienced trauma outside of being incarcerated, it's a great opportunity to learn more about it and how to address this issue more effectively through this training, which is excellent training. And
it's free.
And it's free, and that's always a barrier you want to be able to break through, if at all possible. So what are you waiting for? Give them a call. Norfolk, is really pushing forward and trying to lead the pack and doing a lot of good things.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us and sharing great information.
Thank you, Jan.
Right. When we return, how the Norfolk Sheriff's Office is helping inmates down the road toward financial responsibility.
I love you, Dad.
How good are you at managing your personal finances? Well, imagine re-entering the community after serving time and trying to organize or reorganize that aspect of your life. The Norfolk Sheriff's Office and Monarch Bank developed a voluntary initiative to prepare inmates for life after release. Mike O'Toole is Community Corrections Director, and Casey Cudney is with Monarch Bank, and they are going to share information about this program and how it does benefit not only inmates but the community. Thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you, Jan. Oh, it's part of our reentry initiative from getting ID cards and birth certificates and security cards. We also wanted to help them on their release on financial management, and we felt that we reached out to some of our one of our major community partners, Monterey Bank, and they were more than happy to provide us a training manager to provide training for the inmates upon their release. If we can find one more less hurdle for an inmate on their release, that was our goal in setting up this program.
Okay, so financial management is a hurdle for many people as they are reentering.
It's a major hurdle for
Even
someone.
before they went in, sometimes it's been a hurdle. It might have been part of the problem.
Might have been part of the problem, but you'd be surprised that a lot of people don't know how to balance a checkbook. They don't know how to have a lease. They don't know what about a car loan. These are some of the issues that we felt would be important for someone upon their release from a facility. And because our goal in all this is we don't want them back. We want them to be successful, and providing some personal financial management, we felt would make them one less hurdle, one less stress and frustration, and hopefully they'll be a productive member of society.
Right, and a responsible member. And that is where teaching people what is really involved with things such as car loans and checking accounts and what have you, and then being responsible steward of that money that you are using. Comes in. And what does your program involve? Is it several weeks long? Is it continuous? How does it work?
We started out with a 12-week course, so I would rotate 6 weeks with the male inmates, and then the following week would be with the female inmates. I had a kind of a strategic plan that I put together as far as what I would think would benefit them and keep them intrigued. So they would stick with the program and actually not drift off, because I know sometimes talking about money can be, not just boring but intimidating.
Yes.
So I kind of kept that budget plan first, basic budgeting, and as you were saying, personal finances is huge, and it all starts with just basic banking. So I started from basic banking. We moved on to credit. We moved on to mortgages. Questions to ask your employers when you're being hired, simple things with retirement, health benefits, and that all goes into play with your budget. You can't budget if you're not sure how much you're actually going to be making after your expenses come out of your account, out of your check.
Right, and you're not sure what you're going to be making if you don't budget.
Exactly, so yes.
Right, and all of those things about planning your future are, I imagine, new to some people because they don't look beyond today. Or have not, and maybe they just haven't been exposed to that aspect of life, which is, there's a lot of stuff out there you have to really grasp, and it's more complicated now than it was even 10 years ago because of options and technology and the things that can go wrong.
Exactly. We talked about fraud. As we all are aware, fraud is out there everywhere. And, again, some of these inmates might be in there for something that they did financially. And they were very honest. I told them that I can't help them unless they're going to be honest with me and share their life experiences and what they know or what they have done in the past to maybe get them in trouble financially. And that's where I come in and kind of guide them on the rights and wrongs and to protect themselves against fraud as well from people.
Do you work with them as a group, or do you work with them one-on-one?
They're all a group. I started with 16 male inmates, and it ended with about 20. And they were very, I don't want to say shocked, but I was very impressed with the questions that they were asking. And I do feel that majority of them will take what they learned out of the class. So when they do leave, they will better themselves.
Well, I guess the important part is making it relevant to their lives, and when they're in a transitional state like this, and they are facing a lot of uncertainty, it's nice to have something that you can hold on to and say, okay, I got this. At least I know where I'm going or how to go about getting there. So navigating the financial system is huge, not just for somebody incarcerated, but also for just the general population. It can be a pretty overwhelming thing.
And what we found in interviewing some of the inmates on the program, and we found that individuals that had car loans at 32% interest and did not have very bad credit. So we felt that if we can get them, that's one less financial pressure. You know, we found in working with offenders over the years is that if you can eliminate the frustration for them, you know, and eliminate the frustration in their personal life, hopefully they won't turn to crime when they are frustrated. And we're hoping that by giving them some financial management, financial experience, then that they can make the proper choices in their life and with their families.
Great. Does this culminate with any kind of a certificate or a test or?
Yes, we are. Each one of them will get a certificate of completion. It'll go into their file, and it'll also we have sent to the courts. Each one of them are under our reentry program. We've had about 250 people go through our reentry programming this year, and it's one more aspect we send into their completed package to the court. Now the court can determine whether to cut them out early for doing well on the program, or they will be a part of their package when they go to probation or parole on their release.
Okay, great. So there is that they are taking an asset with them. They are building assets even while they're in jail.
And we were so thankful that Monarch Bank stepped up and helped us with this. It's something we've been looking at. For the last 5 years, the Sheriff McCabe was put on the Commission for Alternatives to Incarceration 5 years ago by the governor, and we saw some of these programs, and we've been trying to get a corporate partner to step up, and we're so happy that Monarch Bank agreed to do this.
Great. And you found it interesting?
Intriguing, interesting, and I enjoyed every minute of it.
Yeah. Well, good. And the response is as good as it seems it has been, and it looks like it's a good fit.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. So
We're
Norfolk's
ready.
fortunate to have this program.
We're ready for the next group.
Okay, that's terrific. So was this the first group?
Yeah, well, this is the first time, yes, that this
All right,
program.
perfect.
Yes.
So it is new, folks, but you know, hopefully it'll be sticking around for a long time, and it will make a difference. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
When we come back, a place to heal for Norfolk's homeless men and women. Find out how you can help.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
It is a complex social issue, how to assist homeless men and women with a substance use disorder get back on their feet and into a permanent living arrangement to ensure they continue to heal. Ruth Hill and Ed Ladd represent a vision called The Healing Place of Hampton Roads. Ruth is the executive director, and Ed is the chairman of the board of a program that is just now getting underway. So we're getting there in its beginnings, and it's a concept that is being implemented here, but has been seen in a couple of other areas.
That's
Not too far from
That's
us,
correct.
Richmond.
Yeah.
So the Healing Place of Hampton Roads, in this particular case, is a program, and it's not fully realized yet, but it's on its way.
That's right.
Okay.
The Healing Place of Hampton Roads is a residential substance abuse program that ends homelessness and establishes self-sufficiency. That's our mission.
Okay.
And we were established in 2012 as a 501c3. So we are an official nonprofit organization here in the community. And our goal right now is to look for a site and to raise funds, capital funds, to bring this concept into reality here in our region.
The issue exists clearly, or it wouldn't have been created in the first place. But here in Hampton Roads, do we have a sense of just what that problem is?
Absolutely. In Hampton Roads, we estimate that there are about 7,000 people that have a substance use disorder that are also homeless in our region. The region we're talking about is the Health Region 5. That's already an established region here, which goes the Eastern Shore, South Hampton Roads, the Peninsula, and Northern Neck. It's already an established region. And what we've discovered is that of those persons, those 7,000 persons, there is not enough of a program, CSBs. There's about a 25-day wait for people to get through CSBs, and so there's really no place for them to go. So they cycle through the expensive public systems, the criminal justice systems, and the healthcare systems. And so we really need a place to put them where they can come in and they can find what they need immediately. The unique concept of this Healing Place is that they don't have to be sober when they come in. It is an emergency shelter program that has a sobering up center. So people can actually come in using and go through the sobering up center and then move into the recovery process after they've come through the sobering up center. So it's quite unique, and there's nothing like it in our region.
Like a staging area for a crisis, and then you can then put them in the direction they need to go.
Absolutely.
to recover and regain their footing.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you're right. It's very new in this area. And Ed, you've gotten involved, and now as chairman of the board, you carry a pretty important role.
Well, I feel a lot of responsibility, I'll put it that way. I think it's important to point out one of the things about the program, it is not a 30-day or a 2-week or a 2-month, let's get them all cleaned up and kick them back out to where they started. When we say residential, we're talking long-term. Many of the clients are in the program, for instance, in Wake, are there 12 months or longer. It's a very extensive program. They go through many phases, but the whole purpose is to bring the individuals to a place where they are self-sufficient, and as opposed to being I guess for those who might perceive it this, a drain on the community and public funds, i.e. through the jail system or the medical system, they become contributing taxpayers. That's the long-term outcome that we're looking for. And the beauty of the fact that the program's been around for over 20 years, it first started in Louisville, Kentucky, is that there's lots of data to support the efficiency of the program and the value. 65–70% of the individuals who finish the program a year later are still clean and sober. Of that percentage, another 85% of those people are still clean and sober 2 years later. So we know that the outcomes are outstanding, absolutely outstanding. And ultimately, we're saving lives, and we're reducing the public cost to try to assist these people.
And it provides them with an opportunity to heal in a way that they've never had an opportunity before, because it gives them time.
It does. Many programs that people are familiar with, treatment programs, are 28 days because of insurance costs. As Ed said, the Healing Place program is unique. They can come in and stay as long as they need to. And one of the things that people need to understand is a relapse is part of the recovery process. And so we will be there so that if they leave, they can come back again. And we will always be there to catch them when they're ready, to give them a hand up. And so we're really excited about bringing this program here to our region. It's greatly needed. I get calls almost weekly from people saying, "Are you open yet? How can I refer?" We're not quite there yet, but we're looking forward to the day then we will be.
Great. And tell me a little bit about the facility or itself. Is it how many people would it accommodate?
200 beds for the men's and 100 beds for the women is the plan. So we will do 2 separate facilities, and the reason that it is so large is because on a human as well as an economic scale, it meets the need for the peer approach, which is based on accountability as well as authority. The people actually live there and they do the work and they actually give back to the community through the program.
Okay. All right. So they're not idle. They're busy doing things, positive things, not only for themselves but for others,
Correct.
which is a part of the healing process.
That's exactly right.
I can imagine. So, and the location for this has it been determined, or are we still in too early a stage to know?
Well, that is exactly where we are right now. We're in that process of identifying the appropriate site, and there are all kinds of possibilities out there. Some are more appropriate than others. Cost is an issue, and we haven't settled on that perfect location. We're going to start with the men's facility first, and then we will do the women's facility probably a year or two later. To try to get both out of the ground at the same time is a little bit more of a challenge than we're ready to take on.
Yeah. Well, there's an awful lot to consider, and some of those things will be coming up as you move forward. And hopefully we'll move forward at great speed. Sounds like a much-needed service, and the fact that it's unique in this region, I think is going to be a real plus for you, and certainly a plus for the people that you help. Well, thank you so much for joining us and sharing the information about the Healing Place of Hampton Roads. And you can certainly call Ruth and let her know that you're interested, would find out more. I know there are community partners and others that really want to know, because this feeds into so many other organizations and taps into needs, not only for individuals but for our community at large. So thanks.
Thank you, Jan.
Right.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome. And thank you for joining us. We'll see you again next time. Bye.